Info Factory Track for CSI Transfer Order Receipt. Factory Track supports the transfer of materials or items to support moving between distribution centers, warehouses, or plants. Factory Track supports a combined or separate transfer order receiving and put away process. Administrators can configure the parameters to control how the transfer order receiving process is handled based on the parameter settings defined on the transaction set maintenance form for the transfer order receipt transaction. Please note that this training will be based on a combined put-away process by enabling the combined put-away parameter. This will allow us to define a location into which we will receive the transferred order items. In a separate or non-combined process, the process will default the receipt location based on the transfer receipt location found on the parameter tab of the warehouse parameters, and a subsequent put-away transaction will need to be performed. In order to start the receiving process, from the Info Factory Track Warehouse Mobility main menu, click on the Get It icon. This will navigate to the inbound transaction screen where you click on the Transfer Order Receipt icon as shown. Enter the warehouse ID or click on the search icon to display or select the warehouse ID to which the items are being received. This can be defaulted to the user's warehouse based on configuration setting on the transaction set maintenance form. Enter the Transfer Order ID or click on the search icon to select the transfer order ID against which you are receiving the items. Optionally, you can enter the transfer order line ID for the item that you are receiving and enter a document number to be used to tie the transactions together. Then click on Next to navigate to the item selection screen. The transfer order line selection screen is displayed if no line was entered on the previous screen. This displays details of each line as defined in the specified transfer order. Select or highlight the correct record for the item that is being received and click on Next to continue. The information defined on the previous screen is displayed with the addition of the required quantity specified on the transfer order, the quantity of the items that have been shipped against this transfer order, the quantity of items that have already been received, and the quantity of items available or remaining to be received against this transfer order. Since our transaction set parameters have enabled a combined put-away, the application defaults the location to the rank 1 location defined for the item. A search on this field will pull the rank locations defined for the item, but these can be overwritten if necessary. We then enter the transfer order received quantity and unit of measure. The unit of measure defaults based on the transfer order definition. However, you can search or select to change the unit of measure. We need to specify whether items of zero cost will be permitted to be received. This field defaults to no. We then click on Receive to process the receipt. If the item was lot controlled, a similar process is required with one additional lot specific field. We can enter, scan, search or select the lot ID for the quantity of items being received. Click on Receive to process the receipt. If the item was serial controlled, we have a similar process with additional serial specific fields used. After completing the initial entry form, the application displays a form to capture and process your serial information. The received quantity entered is displayed based on the transfer order received quantity provided on the previous screen. Additionally, a scanned quantity field is displayed to indicate the number of serial numbered items that have been captured in the process. We then enter, scan or search the serial numbers being received on this transfer order. Once the scanned quantity is equal to the received quantity, the Receive Process button is enabled. Click on Receive to process the transfer order receipt, or click on Show List to view the serial numbers that have been captured for this transfer order. You can also click on Clear List to delete the serial numbers that have been captured and to start entering them again.